eBixCash studio.
Hello and welcome to the CNBC TV 18 eBixCash studio. I'm Sumaira Abdi and you're watching MF Corner. On the show today, can a single financial product take care of all your asset allocation needs? Rahul Jain of Edelweiss Wealth Management will join in to talk about that. And later on the show, diversification within the mutual fund portfolio. How can you achieve it? Santosh Joseph of Germinate Investor Services will be with us a little later. But first, let me invite Rahul Jain, President and Head of Personal Wealth Advisory at Edelweiss Wealth. Hi, Rahul. Thanks very much for joining in. So my first question to you is exactly this, that is it possible that a single financial instrument, which is mutual funds, serve to fulfill all objectives of asset allocation?
So, Sumaira, if you see the large composition of your portfolio, if you look at asset allocations, are four things. One is equity, second is fixed income. Third, what I say is a small portion in contingency plan. And fourth is gold, which we generally advise to a normal hedge for overall portfolio, because when nothing goes right, then gold goes right. So if you look at all those four things, I think mutual fund is one of the instruments which allows you to invest in all four categories. So now from equity point of view, you have large cap, small cap, mid cap funds. On the fixed income side, you have a lot of debt funds with different duration, different risk categories. From contingency point, you can park your money in liquid funds, which you can withdraw whenever you want. And in gold, you can put money in gold ETFs. So I think if you look at in totality, I think this instrument allows you to invest and get your asset allocation purpose solved.
But Rahul, why is the mutual fund route preferable to all other routes of investment? Right? Largely, you'll get equity, debt, and gold, right? To some lesser extent, real estate, you have REITs, and few commodities. Of course, one can argue that what else do you need? But is that really so that this is the preferred route?
So I agree that what else is need, because apart from equity, fixed income, and gold, largely, the real estate is more of consumption, and large part of investors don't invest in real estate for fixed income need. There are very select people. So once you want to buy a house for consumption, that actually you have to buy. From commodity aspect, if you look at, I think it is better to be simple and just put your money in gold for a hedge perspective. So if you look at it from that perspective, I think it makes your life simpler, it's make your life easier. And effectively, asset allocation is a not complicated one. It is just dividing into 3-4 asset classes judiciously according to your needs, your risk profile, your age, etc. And then your work is done. So if you look at it from that perspective, I think this instrument is fairly there.
Okay. But Rahul, it's all very well for us to say in theory that ye ho sakta hai. Why don't you make a model portfolio for us, say for a 40-year-old?
So for a model portfolio, Sumaira, I think the basic rule of thumb what we use, or the basic assumption or principle what we advise for clients also is that 100 minus your age should be your equity portfolio. So hypothetically, since you've asked me to do it for 40 years, 100 minus 40 is 60. So 60 should go into equity. 5% always goes into contingency, 10% goes into gold. So you're left with 25% for fixed income. So your portfolio would be 60 would be equity, 25 would be fixed income, 5 would be contingency, and 10 would be gold. So that is a model portfolio. And I think you can invest in different categories of funds to achieve this model portfolio. Now, on equity, it depends on your risk profile. You want to take a higher risk, then you can do a dabble between mid cap and small cap and less in large cap. Again, if you look at in the fixed income side, I think debt mutual fund or long term is something which we recommend. And from liquid fund perspective, you can buy any liquid fund for 3 months to 6 month duration. And gold ETF are generally the same. Their performance are mostly the same. So that is how the construct would happen, Sumera, on a model portfolio. The simpler formula or the simpler rule of thumb is, or thumb of the rule is 100 minus A should be equity, and then rest you can adjust because all of the variables are fixed. Gold is fixed and contingency is fixed. Fixed income can adjust accordingly on the basis of the formula.
So Rahul, if I was to change this portfolio of a 40-year-old to a 60-year-old with similar risk appetite, the only change would be between equity and debt?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. So if I was to take a 60-year-old, the equity allocation, if I was to take a 60-year-old, the equity allocation drops from 60 to 40%, and the debt
Correct.
allocation would go up to 45%.
Exactly.
Okay. Is there a risk of, concentrating in just one product?
So it is, I think it is one instrument, and there is no risk of concentration because your underlying assets are very, very different. When you buy an equity mutual fund, the fund manager is investing in stocks. When you buy a debt mutual fund, he is investing in fixed income instruments of various corporates, government, treasury, etc. When you buy a gold ETF, it's getting invested in gold. And then liquid fund is like contingency. You can use fixed deposit also, but liquid fund is easy, convenient to be used. So there is no risk of concentration. I think the instrument is the mutual fund, but the underlying assets are very, very different.
Rahul, what is the, what has been the performance of a portfolio which was entirely made up of just mutual funds? I mean, is there some sort of a historical average?
So if you look at the model portfolio of a 40-year-old and you just keep a basic returns, what has happened in last 5 to 7 years as a perspective, then I think your weighted average return would be there somewhere between 7.5% to 9%. That is how it will dabble, seeing the market conditions, because your equity portfolio, a good market condition can increase the weighted average returns for the same. Largely your debt is always around 7 to 10. Effectively, currently the debt returns are lower because there is a lot of liquidity flush, and interest rate cycle has also been the downward cycle for last 1 year. Otherwise, the rate in the yields would be between 7.5 to 9% sort of return.
All right. Rahul, thanks very much for joining in to talk about how mutual funds are perhaps all you need, to get your asset allocation right. Thanks very much indeed. On that note, we're going to take a very quick break. Up next, we'll be joined by Santosh Joseph of Germinate Investor Services, who's going to talk about diversification within MF portfolio. Do you sometimes get the feeling that all the stocks, across funds, or largely stocks across your funds are all similar? What do you do about it? All of that lined up next with Santosh Joseph.